Hey guys, welcome back. Please leave a like so this video is recommended to others, and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this. Miners still use timber because the sound warns of collapse. So we just gonna chill here?
Always monkey faces holding it up.
I was wondering why nobody was panicking. I would not have guessed that only that section would collapse. That is a big nope. I hope you get a very good paycheck for that, sir.
Who's there?
Oh, come on, man. Oh, I'm not blaming. Oh my god, what the f is that? Oh. There's nobody in this store, dude. It's freaking me out, bro. It's freaking me out, bro. Come on, where you at? Like, come on. Bro, you go sit here and show yourself in front of me.
Yep. Come here, guy. Buddy.
That was the ghost of Kanye past. He was playing Runaway. Anytime somebody plays just one note like that, that's the first song I think of. The only legit one was that cloud. I definitely saw a face there. There was something there.
A fake Florida doctor was injecting women's bodies with cement, bathroom caulking, and fix-a-flat. Then she ended up having somebody because of it. So this is O'Neill Ron Morris. She was the fake Florida doctor that was performing plastic surgery and cosmetic enhancements without having a license to do so. An investigation opened up after a prisoner who had undergone multiple injections from her actually sent a letter to the Department of Health, and she basically said, "My butt has hardened and turned black, and she's feeling sick." So the Department of Health opened up an investigation. They interviewed this prisoner, and unfortunately the prisoner ended up dying 4 months later due to the complications from these injections. See, she had received 10 injections over the course of 4 years, which is what caused this sickness. And after the investigation, they found she had been injecting into women's faces and buttocks, the combination of fix-a-flat, caulk, mineral oils, and cement. She even did it to her own bottom. As you can see in this prison photo, it just looks horrible. She was dubbed the nickname the Toxic Tush Doctor, say that 10 times fast, and she was sentenced to 10 years in prison.
Dude, fix-a-flat. Fix-a-flat. You were putting fix-a-flat into your butt, and they only gave her 10 years. How did you see this lady and assume she was a doctor? She botched herself. So many red flags, but you wanted to have that cement booty.
Messing me, lads. Get your f***ing in now!
Oh.
Hey, lads.
Oh my god. Dude was snacking on that door like a granola bar. That balcony's holding on for dear life, man. Nobody seems too concerned about it, even the people underneath it, and they should be the most afraid.
Not too long ago, I made a video about Antarctica and some of the strange anomalies surrounding it in the last couple of years. I talked about how this started in around 2020 when we were initially told that the ice in Antarctica was melting. Around the same time, there was a lot of strange things going on in our oceans and with the ecosystems, like being tested and whales washing up on shores. Fast forwarding to this year, some people believe that they caught something very large on radar that's moving under the water and coming from Antarctica. According to some sources, this was just a glitch and there was nothing actually there. But what if that wasn't the case? See, an interesting theory that emerged from all this states that prehistoric creatures were trapped by Antarctica's ice and separated from our world's ecosystem. And now that ice is melting, some of those creatures may have leaked into our oceans and disturbed our wildlife. But now, people are starting to be more specific about what these creatures, or creature, may be. It was reported that the hidden river discovered under Antarctica was 300 miles long, which just so happens to be the exact same length as a biblical creature named Leviathan. For those of you who may not know, Leviathan is a sea creature spoken about in the Bible and given a very detailed description. The creature is said to be 300 miles long, have almost impenetrable scales, and be connected to or is the embodiment of the spirit of envy. It's also worth mentioning that if you look at the radar footage again, assuming it's not just a glitch, whatever this is producing a lot of heat. And in one of the descriptions for Leviathan, it clearly says that it makes the water boil like a pot, alluding to some sort of heat that may be emitting from this creature. Now obviously it could have just been a glitch at the end of the day, and all of that could just be a coincidence. But leave a like and let me know what you think about all this in the comments.
Well, I don't know about being dinosaurs, but there was definitely something on that radar. That's not the first time I've seen it. I think I showed you guys another video about that. But there was a lot of people talking about whatever that thing was on that radar. Even if it was just a giant iceberg, dude. That's still kind of alarming. When I first saw this video, I thought it was a freaking AI video. It's one of those Boston Dynamic robots with a freaking dog suit. Tell me that's not pure nightmare fuel right there. I can just imagine what the world's gonna look like 20 years from now, man. It's gonna be so crazy. You're not gonna be able to tell what's real and what's not, especially if there's robots roaming around.
I want to see something that'll make you say, oh.
Oh no. What is wrong with that guy? He's probably got his safety harness on and everything. It's probably connected to the stupid lift, so if the lift falls, he's going down with it. At least he's wearing a hard hat.
Take your feet up, Jerry.
This is the moment when passengers on board a Spirit Airlines flight from Atlanta to Newark were left disgusted seeing liquid spilling out from a lavatory. Liquid, first trickling, then streaming down the aisle, soaking the carpeting, was, according to an airline spokesperson, clean, potable water.
It says it was clean water. Who knows though? They're probably just saying that so they won't get sued. It's probably somebody's pee-pee water going down the aisle.
What a bag, really. What a bag, really.
You won't need that, man. That's just cosmetic stuff. It runs great. We'll get you from point A to point B if point B is in the same parking lot. Ejectocito, cuz. We're going real old school with the references.
So I'm in the mall. This place, so coming to the mall makes me realize we're living in a simulation. Like, this can't be real. Like, you're telling me this place right here that has 2 people working in there, they're selling enough hats. They're selling enough hats just to pay 2 employees. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not real. Also, like some of these stores, like, okay, like maybe, right? Like women's lingerie, underwear, whatever. The Buckle, I don't know. Do people still shop in there? I don't even know. Okay, like, how you're telling me this place, icing, sells enough $2 earrings to pay the rent? No way. And then this place, This place, what is it even? I don't even. What do they do? They're selling nail polish and candles. That's not. No, there's no way. Or phone cases? No, nope, not happening. This place. Okay. They're selling Dreamcatcher earrings and rocks. No. Never met anybody that bought one of those from the mall. It's all fake. It's all fake. All of it. All of it.
The one that always gets me is mattress stores. I have always said this. I don't know what scam mattress stores are running, but they're always empty too. You're not gonna tell me they're not using them to launder money or something? How are these stores making their money to stay afloat? Oh no. Oh, don't hit the gas like that, bro. Oh, he's gone. He's taking off. Bro, did he hit the brakes or did he slam it into park? That sounds like some gear grinding. Well, that's probably his last day on the job. For taking off, I guess. I love this. You've got mail.
我们的机器人员工已经开始量产了。
I thought that was a real guy. Oh dear God. That thing had 6 arms, dude. Yeah, nobody's gonna abuse that power. Could you imagine how much work you can get done with 6 extra arms? Oh no. There is absolutely no comfort in being up so high in a tree. They're up there in like half a second, man. Taiwan tourist witnesses extremely rare phenomenon called a millipede river. Wow. It's like a river made of noodles. I would say it's definitely rare. I have never seen this in my life, and neither have you, probably.
So I saw that video and I saw some comments that said, why is everyone on their phone? Why doesn't anyone help the dolphin? I just gotta say, number 1, you don't know dolphins. And number 2, you really don't know dolphins. But I feel like most people don't realize how big the F-ray of the ocean gets, which makes sense because if there's no human for scale, how would you know? Well, here are some ocean animals that are way bigger than you should be comfortable with. Bottlenose dolphins can be over 12 feet long and weigh more than 1,000 pounds. In fact, the biggest one on record was 13.5 feet and 1,400 pounds. 1,400 pounds. That's big for a polar bear. Turtles like the leatherback can be more than 10 feet long and also weigh more than 1,000 pounds, although perspective's doing a lot of heavy lifting here. This is a Japanese giant crab, and I'm not going to give you weights or measurements. You know what they say about a picture worth 1,000 words? Well, here's an MLA formatted no. And here's the sequel. The lion's mane jellyfish can flex tentacles about 120 feet long, and for the distance illiterate like me, an NBA court is 94. I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes I feel like people forget sunfish are actual things that exist outside of Animal Crossing, and at a max of over 5,000 pounds, this overgrown aquatic placemat can turn you into a chalk outline by accident, especially if they jump out of water and break their fall with the back of your neck. It's still pretty rare. The odds are low, but it's not nothing, so the more you know.
Those sunfish are bizarre looking too, man. They are so bizarre. Like, what is that thing? 5,000 pounds. Its shape doesn't even make sense. What is this shape?
Look at this distinguished gentleman. Look at the way he is sitting. Yes, very distinguished. I see. Look at this distinguished gentleman. Look at the way he is sitting. Yes, very distinguished. I see.
Bro wants to know if you have any spare change or spare kibble. I love how he realizes you're recording him too. Looked right into the camera.
One day I was talking to my dad and he said, I need to tell you, I had this really scary situation where he said I wrote a brief, I walked away, I came back and I saw that my words were a jumbled mess. I was experiencing cognitive lapse and I wasn't aware of it. He's 71. He said, I'm terrified of losing my mind.
Yes.
And I said, Dad, how interesting, because right now the team and I are talking about plasma infusions. And so I said, if you're interested, I'm happy to give you a liter of my plasma. And then my 17-year-old son was there and he's like, hey, if you guys are doing it, I'm in. So my son gave me a liter of plasma. I gave my dad a liter of plasma. The data showed that in me, there was no effect. But in my dad, his speed of aging reduced by 25 years.
Okay, so now we're getting into the theories about taking.
So this is very common. We do organ transplants. We all donate. So it's just in a slightly different frame, but it's very much a part of.
Well, it's a recognizable frame. And by the way, I'm not endorsing any of this, but there is a frame, to use your word, on the internet of like super rich tech billionaires living forever.
Yeah.
Not a super appealing frame, I would say.
Yeah.
This is that.
Yeah, and we did it openly.
So I've been looking more into this guy, and the reason why he did this is because his dad has like Alzheimer's or something. But the weird thing is that he's basically admitting that by using a younger person's blood in your body, that somehow your body can regenerate. It kind of makes you think about all the other conspiracies, you know what I mean? The adrenochrome thing, it just kind of makes you think there might be some truth to that. Ooh. Freaking elevator try to take a swing at you, man. I'd say it's time to get paid.
I need to pee, but like, he's just watching me. How weird. This guy?
Wait.
I need to pee, but like, he's just watching me. How weird.
Dude's like, come on, get on with it. Oh, what the hell, dude? Yep, that cookie's gone.
Oh.
Yeah, too late, bro. Too late. You didn't put up a fight. That cookie is gone forever. Threatened and robbed by a squirrel.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever heard a woman do. This happened in 2023, so this was literally last year.
Damn.
Tampa, Florida. And it was about this girl named Allison Zinger, who was 23 years old. Apparently a normal girl, what it seemed like on the surface.
Yeah.
She worked at a grocery store at the time, had a normal job like that. But people ended up finding out pretty much she would pretend online that she was years old. Mind you, like I said, she was 23. I don't know why she did this. She would pretend like she was years old, and she would like contact a bunch of young dudes that were from the ages of like.
Oh, I seen this.
Yeah, bro.
She recently got caught up for this shit, right?
Yes, recently, bro. And dude, so pretty much she ended up even dating, I guess, a couple of these young dudes. Yeah, because like she would like snap them, and like I guess she met some of them off like TikTok.
Didn't she meet some of their parents too?
Dude, she met some of their parents, and even the parents thought she was
crazy.
Yeah, she even went over there and met some of these parents, and dude, it even gets wilder. This girl's so weird, bro. One of the he ends up getting a girlfriend that was like around his age. The girl, she gets mad as she's hella jealous and shit.
Really?
Yes, she's hella jealous, and she's like, what the to the point where this girl goes and she sends this guy's girlfriend revenge of her and him
doing it.
Yes.
What the
Put her in jail. I don't want to hear it. Y'all don't even want to see the comments. You know what's even crazier? There's been like an influx of female teachers that have been doing stuff like this recently. Like, what is up with that? Has the world gone mad? Wait, what's happening here? So was that like a mini avalanche that he just became part of? Wow, that guy was pretty chill. It's almost like he didn't care. I mean, I guess it wasn't that serious. That's probably why he didn't panic.
The second I saw this video, I knew where I recognized this from. So this Skeksis is actually a cinereous vulture, and they are a lot bigger than you think. They can have a wingspan of almost 10 feet, and that guy right there is a golden eagle. For those who know the size of golden eagles, just look how massive this vulture is next to a freaking golden eagle. This thing is huge, upwards of 27 pounds. These vultures, like most other vultures, do a lot of time soaring through the skies, riding thermals, looking for food, and they spend a good majority of their time in the air, but they love high elevations. These birds have been seen soaring at 23,000 feet up on Mount Everest. They call practically the entirety of Europe and Asia home. Because of their look, they look like they're almost wearing coats. They're oftentimes called monk vultures, and they kind of look like little old men. And they need all those feathers to protect them from the cold conditions in the mountainous areas where they live.
That thing has the creepiest little hop ever. Their whole existence is kind of like evil, but I love seeing that. A man running from his wife, a cat running from a dog, and a suspect running from the police? What? There's no way that's real. Okay, the guy runs. There goes a cat. There's a dog. The suspect. Scooby-Doo music, please. Yeah, this is straight up a scene out of Scooby-Doo, man. Never have I seen so much going on in one video. I really hope this is real.
It's horrifying what this family is going through. A 17-year-old university student is, and her mother is fighting for her life. It is just absolutely awful, but this specific crime led authorities to a serial.
He's a monster. He's a monster. He damaged our family.
The stained curtains fluttering in the breeze are the first indication of the evil Miguel Cortez is accused of. The pharmachemist, now being called the Mexican Jeffrey Dahmer.
So I received a call that my sister was taken to the hospital because somebody entered her apartment and attacked her and attacked my niece.
Angela Calles of Santa Ana is currently in Mexico City. Her niece, 17-year-old Maria Jose Castillo, was allegedly by her neighbor, Miguel Cortez.
No se esperaba que llegara la mamá de la jovencita.
When Maria's mother, Cassandra Calles, entered the apartment, she found Cortez inside.
She found this guy on my niece's room. She was already, and he attacked my sister too. She has a on her leg, on her left lung, and on the pelvic area.
Cortez tried to flee, but neighbors held him down until police arrived. When investigators checked the apartment, they made a gruesome discovery. Human and 7 human.
They found out he was a serial killer.
Que podría tratarse de 7 casos.
Mexico City prosecutor Ulises Lara says he has 7 homicide cases against Cortez. But the mothers of missing daughters suspect that number is much higher. They are angry with authorities for not investigating their missing daughters' cases.
I just asked the fiscal office in Mexico City that they put this monster on jail and he never went out. And also justice for all the other victims, all the other families too.
And a lot of cases over there go unsolved. If you think there's unsolved cases here, the amount of cases that are just completely cold in Mexico, dude, they don't investigate crap down there. A homeless guy singing Amazing Grace while stuck in the sewage pipe. What?
So what the f are you doing in here?
Amazing Grace. How sweet.
Look at this. This is nuts. This is some straight out of fucking horror movie, man. Yeah, dog, you in the gutter, man.
You ain't kidding.
Doing?
I don't know, bro. I was following instructions.
There ain't no instructions here, man.
It's the randomest encounter ever. The world is a cruel place. That was so weird.
I've seen my fair share of cults, and this one is pretty weird. This cult calls themselves the Cult of Mother God, and it's run by this woman here, Amy Carlson. She calls herself Mother God, creator of the universe, and she pretty much believed that she was being controlled by the spirit of Robin Williams himself, and not only him, but she could also channel information from other celebrities who weren't alive and even were alive, Donald Trump, but yeah, like Steve Irwin, Carrie Fisher, MJ. With everything in her, she believed that all this advice she was giving people was coming from Robin Williams himself. Her parents claimed she was a straight-A student, and sometime between 2000 to 2007, she meets a man named White Eagle as she was frequenting a website called lightworkers.org. She's pretty much convinced she's a divine being by this man, and she leaves her husband, her job, and kids, moves to Colorado with this cult. They'd start posting in 2009 and would call themselves the Galactic Foundation of the Light. Amy's health starts declining very badly to where she starts losing weight. She's down to 103 pounds, and this cult believes that Robin Williams is going to come down in a spaceship and pick her up. She can't weigh over 103, and she's going to ascend. Her health continues to decline, and Robin Williamson is nowhere to be found. He doesn't show up in his spaceship, so this group spends about 12 days with her. I forgot to mention, but she was last seen alive on April 10th of 2021. But yeah, police would eventually break in and find her face covered in glitter, in a sleeping bag, wrapped in Christmas lights. Kind of like a shrine, they called it.
So they were purposely not feeding her because the UFO has a weight limit, and then basically held her hostage afterwards. What is it with all these cults thinking a UFO is gonna come down and pick them up? And apparently this one had a weight limit. This is complete insanity, man. Complete freaking insanity. Well guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.